What's up, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Franchise Play, and I'm coming to you with another episode. This is that countdown to the NBA 2K15 release. Yesterday, we talked about, what we were going to do in regards to the face scanning thing and the whole creator player, that whole startup thing. This time, let's talk about what my plans are going to be for MyPARK, Jordan Rec Center, the stage, as well as my baby, my bread and butter, MyLeague, right? So let's start off with, with the MyPARK and the Jordan Rec Center stage. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I kind of alluded to this a little bit yesterday. That's not really my bag, right? But I do. It's dope. I played it. It's really dope. So I'm gonna play a little bit, right? Because I'm gonna start doing something where I actually start playing with my subs a lot. So that's probably gonna be the mode I go with when I actually play with my subs. I want to see if we can maybe, somebody wants to, play in a I use this word kind of gingerly, but somebody want to set up a crew, you know what I'm saying, where we can play. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna tell everybody right now. I'm not gonna be like the ultra active guy where you like every time hey, let's go run. I'm probably only gonna play like once or twice a month. So I just want to be upfront with everybody about that. My park is Jordan Rec Center, and when I play, more than likely, I'm probably gonna want to play Jordan Rec Center because I would prefer to play with the officials and the rules and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm wanting, man. In terms of the stage, I'm gonna probably go look at that just because the idea is dope, and I think that like I should at least look at it, right? But I know I'm not gonna be on that a lot. That's just me being honest. You know what I mean? I can sit up here and try to tell you all day, every day that hey, I'm gonna try every mode extensively. I'm gonna try it enough to be able to review it. You know what I mean? Because that's my job, to review it. And I'm not even talking about just on the YouTube side. I'm talking about from Bleacher Report as well. That's my job. So I got to touch everything. But I'm going to be evaluating that conceptually more so than how I'm going to play it, because I know that's not something that I'm going to, be playing a lot. So that's that with that, man. So let's go ahead and talk about MyLeague. Yeah, I'm fired up, baby. So this is the deal, though. It is kind of a little bit of a I have a, what you want to call it, like a little bit of a dilemma, right? And here's my dilemma with MyLeague, because sometimes if you give somebody a lot of options, they don't even know what to do with themselves. So I'm almost in that situation with MyLeague, because I want to create this mega ridiculous roster, right, with legends, so I want to have like the ultimate MyLeague season, right, with the legends, all the legends that's not in the game, the Reggie Millers, the Charles Barkleys, the Kevin Johnsons, and the Tom Chambers, and those kind of guys. People I'm forgetting, this not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, those kind of guys that's not in the game at all, right? I want to put them in and have a ultimate type of just a crazy joint, right? So when I'm gonna make this roster and I'm gonna share it. So when I share the roster, I'm gonna share it with all of the so basically, I'm not gonna call it the all-time team for every organization. It's gonna be along those lines. I prefer to call it a classic team for every organization. So some of the best, like the 12 or 15 of the best players from every organization. Now you might see some guys on there that technically shouldn't be there, just to kind of make up the whole roster, because I'm also going to try to put some people on there that people would want to play with, just kind of fun type players. Like if you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, even though he played for more than Cleveland Cavaliers, a guy like World Be Free, that'll be fun. He gonna be fun to play with. I mean, big time outside shooter, just filled it up. He ain't gonna play no defense, but filling it up, right? So that kind of thing. I want to have, just a wide open crazy thing. Now you might be like, well, how are you gonna rate these guys? Man, I have access to some. Oh my God, I'm watching a simulated game, and somebody's threw an alley hoop, and it was really dope. But anyway, yeah, I got access to some really good stats, and have actually, been trying to come up with a formula to better rate, to rate players, like existing players. So I already kind of had a formula to rate the draft class, but I'm gonna let y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all something in a second. I gotta revamp that a little bit, but that's actually a good thing, because I'm gonna tell you why I gotta revamp it. But yeah, so I mean, I have a little formula or whatever to rate players from the past and stuff like that. So, and I'm gonna share that with y'all once I actually start creating guys and showing you. So what I'm gonna do is, the thing about it is my dilemma, the problem is, if I'm creating this roster and there's 150 different creator player spots, it's gonna take a minute to actually finish that, right? So that means that before I even actually start playing in my league, it could end up, well, all I'm doing is showing y'all created people while I'm trying to put this roster together. Now, some people might be okay with that, but others of my subscribers might be like, well, man, you ain't actually playing my league yet because you making the people. And I understand that. So what my solution for this issue is this. My solution is I'm gonna have like it's gonna be a whole series. It's gonna be kind of like the Ultimate MyLeague, right? So the first part of Ultimate MyLeague, I'm going to be just making the rosters. So I'm gonna be sharing with y'all exactly, show you guys head to toe that I created. I'm gonna keep this going regularly, and you're gonna see all the guys that I created. And then once I've created the full joint, which I'm gonna work on this is gonna be pretty high on my priority list. Once I've created everybody, then I'll go ahead and start the season. And I'm gonna do a fantasy draft on mine, but you guys, once I share the roster with you, if you want to keep the all-time or all classic Bulls together, all classic Lakers together, you can do that. If you want to do the fantasy draft, you can do that. Whatever you want to do, all of these guys will be there for you to, for you to deal with. So hopefully everybody will like that, and it'll be cool. So that's that. But in the meantime, while I'm putting that together, so that I will have some my league gameplay, I'm gonna do a really short my league with just the players who are on the game now, with no created guys. So I'll probably keep the EuroLeague guys out. I'll probably even keep the classic guys out. I'll just use the people who are on an active NBA roster and maybe some free agents right now. And I'm gonna come up with a theme, something non-regular, because you can't just do that's not what my league is for. You doing my league, you gotta play with some stuff, right? So I'm gonna come up with something. I'm thinking about doing, you know what, I'm gonna throw this out to y'all. What do y'all want? What would you want to see me do in that vein? Would you want to see me do a series where or a quick my league where I have, like, say for instance, all of the best players from North Carolina, all the best players from UCLA. So maybe I put all the guys from UCLA on the Lakers, all the best guys from North Carolina on Charlotte, and so on and so on. And I kind of try to make it make sense geographically. I can put that kind of a roster together pretty quick, and then just do a my league with that, just so we can see, just kind of some of the cool stuff you can do with my league. Or maybe I could do something where you have, all guys like from a specific year, or a year range, or maybe guys from a specific state. So all the guys from Chicago on one team. So now you got, Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker, Anthony Davis, all of those guys from Chicago on the same team. The only problem with that is you might have a situation where you don't have enough people from one state, represented. Then I have to kind of like cluster some states together or something. It's a few things that we can do. If anybody have some suggestions of a theme for this short My League series, I'm open to hear what you guys would like to see, and we'll go with that. So those are going to be my plans, but the baby that I'm working on in regards to this My League series, My League whole concept, is making this mega roster. And once I make this mega roster, doing the fantasy draft with the ultimate legends included. That's the real thing that I'm really working towards. But in the meantime, like I said, I will hit y'all off with this abbreviated My League thing, just to get a little taste of the format, the way I'm going to bring the series, because I got an idea of the way I'm going to bring the MyLeague series that I think really kind of helps you appreciate everything that MyLeague can do. I really thought about this. I gave like about a good week and a half, 2 weeks thought process to try to figure out how to structure a MyLeague series on YouTube to the point where you guys really can get the full gist, but also at the same time to make sure that it's something that I could do from a time standpoint. So I think I got a nice little idea. I'm gonna hold it until I, drop the first video or whatever from the little abbreviated series. But the format I use for the abbreviated series is gonna be the same one that I use for the ultimate MyLeague series. So y'all just keep your eyes out, keep them peeled for that, because I'm gonna bring it, man. I'm gonna bring it hard. I mentioned needing to redo the formula for draft class. Well, the reason being is because they have a ton of new ratings for each player, stuff that really makes a lot of sense, like a lot of IQ type stuff. So it really helps to individualize the players even more. So it's more to think about when I actually start rating the players. But like I told you guys yesterday with the draft class, I'm gonna make their faces and bodies or whatever first. I'm gonna come back in March and then do their ratings. So I should have a little bit more information on about it at that point. But man, like I'm saying, told you guys, fired up about MyLeague. Really, really fired up. So that's gonna do it for today's little countdown episode. Tomorrow, I'm gonna talk about my MyGM plans, because I am gonna do MyGM. Probably not. I'm not gonna go as deep in with MyGM, even though there's a lot of customization that you can do with MyGM. People don't realize there is. As a matter of fact, like I'm gonna actually do a video that breaks down the differences between MyGM and MyLeague, because I had that question, and it's probably going to be easier for me to show somebody as opposed to tell them. So I'm going to do that after the game releases. I'm going to put that video out there for y'all. That shows the differences so you can see that. But that's tomorrow. I talk about my MyGM plans. And so y'all stay tuned for that, man. I appreciate everybody watching. Y'all subscribe, follow, like this video. Peace.